Multiple Sclerosis Today. This is a dedicated audio channel inspired by the comprehensive book, Living with Multiple Sclerosis, a guide for patients, families, and caregivers. This podcast is designed for anyone touched by multiple sclerosis, patients, families, caregivers, and healthcare professionals, offering clear, compassionate, and actionable guidance for every stage of your MS journey. Now, here's your host of the Multiple Sclerosis Today podcast, Andres Ortiz. Hey there, and welcome to Multiple Sclerosis Today. This is a podcast channel that is dedicated to empowering the listener with knowledge, hope, and practical strategies for living your best life with MS. Well, what is MS? Well, we're going to go into exactly what it is and how it affects people and why it's different for everyone. We're going to use simple words and easy examples, real stories so that everyone can understand. So let's just jump right in. Imagine your body is like a busy city. Each part of the city has workers doing special jobs, some building muscles, some making skin, so on and so forth. The brain is the city's boss, sending messages to all the workers through long wires called neurons. Now, these wires have a special coating called myelin. Think of myelin as a plastic covering over electrical wires. It helps the messages travel fast and safely get to their destination within your body. Your body also has a defense team. It's called an immune system. It's like having tiny soldiers that fight off germs that are trying to attack your body at all times. But in MS, something goes wrong. The immune system gets confused and starts attacking the myelin. It's attacking itself. Instead of protecting the myelin, it's attacking the myelin. So when the myelin is damaged, messages from the brain get mixed up or just totally lost. This can cause many problems, like trouble moving, feeling tired, blurry vision, or forgetting things. Why is MS so tricky? Well, MS isn't the same for everyone. Some people have problems that come and go. Others have problems that slowly get worse. There's a lot of confusion about MS. Even doctors sometimes disagree. That's why it's important to learn the facts and not believe everything you hear from one source or one person. One family's story shows how difficult it was to get the right diagnosis. It took years for one woman to find out that she had MS, even though she had all the symptoms for a long time. But once they knew, her family could then start learning and planning for the future. Now, doctors have found that MS comes in four main types, and we're going to break them down. The first one is relapsing remitting, the most common type, and about 85 out of 100 people have this type of MS. Imagine playing a video game, and sometimes you're winning and sometimes you lose some points, right? Well, in remitting relapsing, symptoms come and go. These are called relapses and remissions. You might feel bad for a little while and then better, almost like before MS. There are medicines that can help make the relapses happen less and also be less severe. Most people get remitting relapsing MS between the ages of 20 and 40. It has been recorded that children and adolescents can also get it as well. Our next one is secondary progressive. It starts off like remitting relapsing with its ups and downs, but later the symptoms start to get worse all the time. Then we have progressive relapsing. Now, progressive relapsing is mostly grouped with the others, and some people do hear about it, but in progressive relapsing, the nerves in the brain and the spinal cord keep getting damaged. This makes it harder for the brain to send messages to the body. Now, the last one is primary progressive. About 10 to 15 out of 100 people with MS have this type. It's like climbing a hill that keeps getting steeper. Symptoms get worse slowly right from the start. There's no ups and downs. Usually it starts with people when they're in their 40s and 50s, but it can happen to anyone at any time. So when we look at that, what happens in progressive MS? Well, in progressive MS, the nerves in the brain and the spinal cord keep getting damaged. This means it's harder for the brain to send those messages to the body. And the most common problems that are associated with that would be trouble with walking or keeping your balance, muscle weakness or stiffness, memory and thinking problems, bladder and bowel issues, vision problems, and feeling very tired all the time. So if it's this tricky, how do doctors diagnose the progressive MS? Well, it can be hard to figure out at times, but doctors use a couple of methods. And the first method is the doctors will ask you questions about the symptoms and how long have they been going on. Then the next step would be to go for some brain scans and some x-rays, either a CT scan or an MRI, okay, so that they can try to shine a light, a flashlight on what's going on inside your body. There are also tests to see how well the nerves are working. So who gets MS? Well, in the United States, it's more common than in most countries. About 374.8 out of every 100,000 non-Hispanic white people have MS. 76% of them are women. 24% of them are men. Most common people aged from 45 to 64 in this group. MS is more common in people who live farther north. That means the northern hemisphere of the United States. So now let's break it down by race. You have 77% non-Hispanic white, 10% non-Hispanic black, Hispanic 7%, other non-Hispanics 4%. And that's just in the United States alone. Around the world, 2.9 million people have MS worldwide. It is more common in Europe and the Americas and less common in Africa and Asia. Globally, almost 3 women for every 1 man have MS. Most new cases happen in people aged 30 to 39. What are some of the common symptoms globally? Well, no matter where you live, you would feel very tired all the time, fatigue, blurred vision or eye pain, numbness or tingling, trouble with balance or feeling dizzy, muscle cramps, stiffness, bladder or bowel problems, trouble thinking and remembering, sexual dysfunction. So how do these symptoms differ? Well, in women, they're more tired and more anxious, and symptoms start early on. So their symptoms are building up. But with men, they have more trouble moving around, mobility issues. They're more challenged with that disability of mobility. Their hand motor skills will worsen over time. Black and Hispanic Americans, more severe symptoms and more disability, worsen in time, and with other complications with health. Younger people, they're more tired, more depressed, and have memory problems. And older people, more trouble walking or using the bathroom and hand motor skill dysfunctionality. So why is it so different in people? Well, people with Northern European backgrounds are more likely to get MS. Those with Asian, African, or Native American backgrounds are less likely to get MS. In some places, MS is becoming more common, maybe because of lifestyle changes. So we have to keep all of that in mind. MS is a complicated disease, but learning about it helps everyone remember that no 2 people with MS are exactly the same. If you know someone that has MS, and it's important to get the right information and support, for them. So with hope and knowledge and help from your doctors and loved ones, people with MS can keep living their lives and doing the things that they love to do. That's the most important. And you want to look at that. So The other thing is you want to make sure that you stay informed. Keep learning about MS. MS research is always changing. Stay updated. Visit trusted websites like the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. Ask your doctor about new treatments. Join online forums and support groups. Attend webinars and local events about MS. Always talk to your healthcare team before trying any new type of treatment. Your healthcare team and your providers know your history better than anyone. Living with MS is a journey with its ups and downs, and everyone's experience is different. What works for one person may not work for another. So be patient with yourself and don't hesitate to ask for help. Remember, you are more than your MS. With the right support and tools, you can live a full and meaningful life. So thank you for listening to Multiple Sclerosis Today on the topic of what is multiple sclerosis. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. And if you feel this podcast has been beneficial to you and your loved ones in explaining the MS journey, please hit the like, subscribe button so that you can receive automatic updates and notifications on upcoming podcasts. Now, if you'd like me to cover a topic or another topic involving MS, just drop me a line. You can email me at multiplesclerosis@gmail.com. Thank you again, and take care, and we'll see you the next time on Multiple Sclerosis Today. Living with MS can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to define you. Whether you're newly diagnosed or supporting a loved one, the book Living with Multiple Sclerosis, a guide for patients, families, and caregivers, will help you define what is multiple sclerosis, understanding the effects, and learning how you can control your MS. The book also talks about MS in children and adolescents, treatment options, caregiver strategies, using technology, financial planning, employment strategies and disability, real patient perspectives, family dynamics, hope, support, and practical advice. So order your copy today and take control of your journey and empower yourself and your loved ones. Available at Amazon.com.